Good afternoon, YouTube. Today I will be answering the age-old question, is good enough good enough? Is this $60 pair of headphones as good or better than this $800 pair of comtac 5s? Let's find out. So we're mostly looking at these Walkers, right? The Walker Razor series. This pair happens to be about 5 years old, and we'll be looking at these comtacs. These are here just because I wanted a third option. We're gonna start out with the Walkers here. All right, guys, you can see these are the Walker Razors. Pretty comfy, standard band across the top. Not removable like the comtac 5s, but whatever. You got a wire running through the headband, connected to the earphones. The batteries are going a little bit dead, so I don't know if I'm yelling or not, but I'm getting a little bit of pass through. You have a nice button over here, off, and then a very positive click, on. Gets a little bit louder. Battery compartment over here. Overall, pretty comfy. Sorry about the awkward camera angle. But anyway, I got these because, you know, I liked hunting, I like fishing. Having shooting headphones, super handy. They're like multicam-ish, which is cool, and they are noise pass-through. You put them on, you turn them on, you can hear people talk, gunshot goes off, cuts the noise. If you shot with these, you know what I'm talking about, and if not, I recommend you try them out. A lot of companies make this kind of thing, and it's super crazy when you first put them on. I have spent an additional $16 or something on gel cups. Super worth it, right? That is the biggest thing, in my opinion. The gel cups make these 1,000 times more useful because you can wear them for many hours at a time. They're very comfortable, and it creates a better seal. I have Stewart written on the side. The Sharpie's getting a little faded. I might have to rewrite it on. But honestly, a super, super good pair of headphones. How do they compare against the Peltors? Well, price-wise, right, they're about $700 cheaper, and that's a conservative estimate. I would say they're 80% as good. The Walkers are 80% as good, 80 to 90%. They are not as clear, right? But honestly, how clear do you need to be at the shooting range? I've never misheard anybody speaking clearly, right? Like range hot is range hot and range cold is still range cold. And with these, you're not going to mistake those words. You can still talk to your buddies. You have a little aux port, which is cool. You don't have that with the Peltors. But overall, I'd say these are 80% as good as the Peltors. And I would say for most people watching these, well, I'll save that for the end. Watch to the end to see which one is better. All right, now here are the comtacs, right? Pop on, pop on. Like to pull that, keep it secure. Got a button right here, hold it. Powered on, I can hear everything I'm hearing super clear, right? The quality with these is crystal clear. We have two little boom mic looking things, and those are microphones giving you audio from the front, right? We have our microphone. We have our 1/4-inch input, right? Run it in your PTT. Overall, these are probably the best headphones maybe in the world for shooting, and certainly for doing tactical activities. Incredibly comfortable with the gel cups. I know over time the gel cups deteriorate and you have to replace them, but that's super easy on these. Look cool. I've got the tan ones. They make them in green and black as well. This just happens to be what I got issued. On the helmet is fantastic. You can pop them out, which is really nice, right? Rotate them back. But because it happens to get pretty hot in South Georgia, so a lot of times I just leave them like this, and you still have this plugged in. You can still hear your comms, right? And if something important is happening, pop that one down, because all my audio comes into the left ear, and I can still hear everything that's going around me, right? I can still run stuff, but yeah, a little bit more airflow. And if you really want them out of the way, pop them up and around. You have a wire that runs in the back of the helmet here. I have it running under my helmet cover. And then these also have a headband. I just never use the headband because most of the time if I'm running comms, I need my helmet on anyway. Whether that be because I'm in a vehicle or just because we wear helmets a lot when we train. So overall, definitely the best money can buy. But is that really what you need when you're out shooting with your buddies? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. These are comtac 5 single lead. These were issued to me. They have the 3M mount, right? Pops onto the Team Windy helmet. Super cool, super handy. Pop down onto your ears. I had to bend them a little bit to fit well because initially they let a lot of noise in, and you don't want noise in, right? These take a battery on both sides, AAA. They're made in Sweden. Really super fantastic audio quality. You put these on, they have an auto off feature, which I really like. You have a mic right here so that you can talk to your buddies, and you have a 1/4-inch down lead. So run that into your PTT and PTT into, I run it into a 152, but you could also plug this directly into an aircraft if you're like a maintainer, or if you're like on a Blackhawk or something. I think they have a similar comm setup. If you need these, you're probably issued these, and if you're not issued these, you probably don't need them, right? If you live in Idaho and you like to go shooting and hunting, you probably just don't need Peltors. This isn't me hyping up the military, but like, if you don't have a comm network, you really don't need these, right? These are more comfortable. I wear these at the range. I wear these at the range even at work if I don't have to wear a helmet. I usually bring these. They're lighter, a little bit more comfortable. Mostly just that I don't have to bring my whole helmet, and I only have one pair of these. But if I'm not doing comms, this is annoying, right? It likes to go out in front and catch on stuff. This cord, you have to wrap it up. I have a piece of Velcro one wrap. Super annoying, right? So if you're not issued a Harris 152, you probably don't need Peltors, right? If you don't have a squad, you probably don't need Peltors, and I really don't recommend them. Honestly, if you're like playing airsoft or something, you can get like knockoff Peltors way cheaper on eBay, right? Or just honestly get the walkers. They're way cheaper. You can listen to your iPod, right? You have an aux port. And for most people, I think these are a much better option. Much better price point, certainly. With both of these, I would still recommend wearing double hearing protection depending on your circumstance. But usually if I'm on a firing line, I'll wear these in at least one ear, right? Usually I'll put one of these in my right ear and then leave the left open and then put these on. Because when you have 20 or 40 people firing or more, it can be pretty devastating on your ears. But yeah, overall, I would say for most people, these are a better headphone. They come in a cool camo color. They're cheap, almost to a disposable rate. You can find used, probably for 20 or 40 bucks, you can find them used, and I think they're 60 brand new. Not a bad price. And yeah, unless you have comms, these really, that minimal bump in quality, in my opinion, isn't worth it. It's also just nice that you don't have to wear a helmet with these. These also have a headband. I don't want to swap them all the time, so I leave them permanently on the helmet. But yeah, that is my professional opinion. If you disagree, go down in the comments and disagree with me. I know a lot of guys on YouTube wear Peltors, right? They're popular, they're cool, they are expensive. I think they look a little bit cooler, but they don't look $700 cooler, right? So, that's my 2 cents. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a dislike. Thanks for watching, and I'll bring you more stuff. Yeah.